Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 3D Experience World 2021. We're excited that many more people are able to join us virtually than we could ever fit in an event hall. Things may look a little different than in years past, but we're ready to deliver the same level of technical training, thought leadership, and engagement that we do in person. So let's get started. Please welcome the CEO of Solidworks and 3D Experience Works, Paolo Bassi. Paolo, I thought you were joining me in the studio.
Hi, Tracy. I am in space, looking at this amazing space station that the Solidworks team has designed. You know, last year at the top of the lockdown and working from home, we decided to try a grand challenge. The largest cloud collaborative project ever attempted. 600 people at Solidworks used the 3D Creator and 3D Sculpture to create thousands of parts for this project. We wanted the freedom to create something very visionary.
So it's not real?
Well, this is virtual, but I can tell you that it feels very real.
Well, GP, welcome back to Earth, and good to see you at 3D Experience World 2021.
Thank you, Tracy. Yes, it is good to be back, and even if this is virtual, we want to make it feel very real for all of you and all of the many new attendees who have made this the largest audience ever. Last year we told you that Solidworks has moved to high gear with 3D Experience Works, and that gives you superpowers because connects applications, information, and people in a single cloud platform. Well, just a few weeks after 3D Experience World in Nashville, we found out how important it is to be able to work from anywhere and be able to find in a single place all you need to keep your business going and connect with your employees and your customers no matter the circumstances. It is all about the freedom to create, the resilience and agility to quickly go to work and solve any problems. In a way, the past year has accelerated the transformation of many businesses towards cloud platforms that could help digitalize and virtualize all their processes because physical presence was not possible. Many started using platforms of integrated tools instead of disparate products. Today, we want to talk about the continuing transformation from product to platform. This is the story behind the 3D Experience Works, why it has had so many positive outcomes. More importantly, we will have our customers tell their stories to you. But before that, I want you to hear the big picture, how Dassault Systèmes keeps pursuing the goal of harmonizing product, nature, and life, and leading the industry renaissance. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Vice Chairman and CEO of Dassault Systèmes, Bernard Charles.
Hi guys, for 30 years I traveled to the most extreme places on this planet and experienced all the weather systems in this world.
For 40 years, we have been providing virtual worlds to extend and improve the real world.
I was here 15 years ago.
Hi guys, I was here 23 years ago with what has become the vibrant Solidworks community to innovate and explore the world of design. Like my friend Mike Horn, we are committed to preserving the harmony between product, nature, and life. You are professional explorers in love with the freedom to create and the freedom to make. We love to discover new places where we can contribute because the sustainable world means having a purpose-driven mission. Can you imagine? A year ago, I invested $6 billion to revolutionize the way we run clinical trial. With Medidata, today, Dassault Systèmes is used by more than 60% of the pharma company to find out a solution to the pandemic. Before 2019, it took 15 years to discover a new vaccine. We are about to reduce it to 15 months. As my friend Stéphane Bancel mentioned from Moderna, I could not have done it without Medidata, this collaborative platform. At BioNTech, they said the same thing. I could not have discovered the behavior of the virus without BioVia. We are all concerned with the COVID-19. It has impacted our private life, social life, our professional life, our businesses, and it calls for a new way to connect and work together. And this is where the collaborative platform is so essential. We are applying the same method to adopt medical equipment to fight COVID-19. Within weeks, we connected the fab labs, the makers, to invent new equipment, respirators, for example, simulated airflow in hospital, built an hospital in less than 10 days, evaluated and predicted the spreading of the virus, and even more, inventing new type of solutions with mobile apps. At the center of it, the collaborative platform for inclusive innovation. Look at this.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, Dassault Systèmes is there with you.
You know, this is what we call the industry renaissance of the 21st century. Adopting, modeling, simulation, big data, AI to invent new sustainable solutions. Together, we have built an incredible legacy. The power of Solidworks revealed the power of 3D design, moving from drawings to 3D design on a desktop, making it inclusive, unavailable for so many innovators around the world. We expanded that world later on, creating and managing the most complex object on the planet called an airplane, creating the digital mock-up of an entire Boeing 777. Think about it, expanding that digital world to manage the complexity of the most complex production system in the world, the Toyota production system. And now, using the 3DEXPERIENCE platform to advance innovation in many sectors like infrastructure, energy, cities. We are committed to go beyond and to change the way the world is designing its future. We are committed to do the virtual twin experience of an entire human body. You don't want documents. People want experience. Designers want experience. Researchers want experience. Marketers want experience. Doctors, CEOs, students want experience. You know what? With the pandemic, we collectively have learned a lot. We have learned a lot about how we should change our way of communicating or collaborating. Under the lockdown, young generation have been suffering the difficulty to learn, and they want to exploit the virtual experience for education, to turn our future generation to innovators. Look at this.
Hi, I'm Marian and I'm a mechanical engineering student. I live here and I'm delighted to introduce you to this amazing product. Yes, it's a solo hoverboard. It's made of 100% recyclable bamboo, it's green, it's clean, and it's an idea I had with Jenny, a designer from New York, and Vijay, a student in electronics from New Delhi. Hey guys! We met here in Paris when we were students, and it was at that moment that we were inspired to create a solo hoverboard. And when we went home, we kept in touch, and the solo hoverboard project was never far from our minds. Then one day, Jenny came across the DS Sustainability Challenge. She called me and said, "We've got to enter this challenge." So we did. We filled out the forms, and we all got access to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, which let us use a whole set of training materials, dedicated dashboards, and a support community. Vijay really felt like,
I'm the king of the world!
And this was the ideal system for working together and collaborating anytime, anywhere, and from any device. After hours and hours of work, we were ready to submit our very first prototype to the Sustainability Challenge. And guess what? We won! And thanks to the 3DEXPERIENCE Marketplace, we were able to talk with the manufacturer who helped us with our first model, which arrived in no time. Launch a crowdfunding campaign, which was a huge success. Which, as you can see here, allowed us to fund the mass production of our solo hoverboard. Our product got marketed, and all that helped us create all this. Bienvenue. Our shop. Want to be a game changer too? Well, it all starts right here.
Got it? Good. Discover more at edu.3ds.com.
Anywhere, anytime, together, any device. This is the same goes with startups. The power of experience is the power of innovation. In all sectors of the economy, we see that happening. The 3DEXPERIENCE Lab accelerates the business like what you do every day, allowing collaborators from different universities, research centers, fab labs to connect together and share with you ideas, creating a new dynamic for entrepreneurs that you are, through sustainable, affordable innovation, like what we did in India with Inali, creating affordable prostheses for people, helping CellLink in the US to make affordable bioprinting. We help Spark Charge create a portable, fast charging unit for green vehicle, electrical vehicle. We help ex-Sun invent new categories of solutions for the world observation. Look at this video.
Exxon develops autonomous unmanned aerial systems, drones, which operate on solar energy. The idea of the drone is to be able to fly as long as possible, everywhere, as simply as possible. The Solar X1 drone will enable a much simpler, much cheaper, and more autonomous data acquisition for different applications like mapping, topography, agriculture, and surveillance for different sectors. The Solar X1 drone is a bundle of technologies, different sciences, different disciplines that are not necessarily expected to work together. And we had to find solutions to make it a harmonious product. We have to design a very secured machine, very reliable, very light, at a relevant cost. The 3DEXPERIENCE platform has made these solutions a reality. So it enables us to create things in a harmonized way. It also enables us to centralize all the information, all the data on a single platform, and thus keep a unique, clean, and clear configuration. In fact, the use of the platform made it possible to develop several things in parallel. For example, verification of the different internal subsystems, loads placement and checking, decentering, structural simulation, and aerodynamic simulation. It has been a fundamental time saving for the project. It was made possible thanks to the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab, and it has been an accelerator. The ultimate goal would be to make available to various civil, scientific, military organizations these new autonomous data acquisition machines. The idea for me is really to always have machines serving humans what is really essential.
So why is this possible? It is possible because with the platform we made it simple. Because it's all in one. Because this Solidworks-like red experience makes it accessible for everyone involved in the project. The power of this experience with the platform makes you, Solidworks community, empowered to invent the future. It makes you more competitive in your business. Forget about Dropbox, WhatsApp, Slack, or Tableau. They are all disparate. You spend time to exchange data among those unsecured solutions. With the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, you have all in one. You have this inclusive, integrated, collaborative environment for innovation. We are committed to empowering you with the power of the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, with the love experience you have with SolidWorks, to expand your freedom to create, to produce. Welcome to the new world of innovation. This is what we have been doing for years, what we will continue to develop together. We are with you. Welcome to the 3DEXPERIENCE World 2021. Welcome to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. Back to you, Gian Paolo. Enjoy this special moment, and remember, we will be together in 2022.
Thank you, Bernard, for sharing your vision. The only progress is human indeed, and in the past year, humanity has faced the largest economic and health crisis in recent history. According to a McKinsey study, in 2020, organizations were forced to adopt extraordinary measures to keep running amidst stranded employees, supply chain disruption, sudden changes in demand, both up and down, depending on the sector. The question the McKinsey study wanted to answer was, how did the digital transformation help those companies in their efforts? McKinsey analysis suggests three outcomes. A win for the companies that had already started digital technologies. a reality check for those in the middle of the transformation, and a wake-up call for those that hadn't started the journey. The same study found that agility and flexibility are now the top strategic priorities for enterprises of any size. In addition, the focus in technology investment is in cloud-based collaboration and technologies connecting end-to-end suppliers, manufacturing, logistics, and customers for better visibility, planning, and control. Well, this is what we have been saying all along, isn't it? In fact, we promised to deliver a complete series of products natively built on our collaboration platform. We started with the game-changing 3D Creator and 3D Sculpture. And in the last few months, we have continuously delivered new applications for all design roles. 3D Sheet Metal Creator, 3D Structure Creator for what we call weldments in the stop, 3D Mold Creator for mold design, Product Document Creator, full model-based definition, Product Communicator, stunning marketing material. We can say that the 3DEXPERIENCE Works portfolio now delivers a complete set of tools that run in any browser. We have also promised a bridge to the cloud for all your current assets, the Solidworks that you know and love, plus the collaboration and innovations of the platform. And we delivered the three offers, as promised, in July 2020. Today, 3DEXPERIENCE Works continue expanding with applications organized in roles over 5 domains, from design to marketing, developed in collaboration with our system brands Enovia, Simulia, Delmia Works, each bringing a wealth of specialized knowledge and capabilities. Adopting 3DEXPERIENCE Works is a transformation from products to platform, which actually goes beyond mere digitalization. It transforms connections into relationships, data into business intelligence, siloed departments and suppliers into a value network of innovators. The future of design is here, with the flexibility to work on the stop, connected or fully in the cloud, and always with the SolidWorks promise of excellence, value, and ease of use. But let's see how users fared in their transformation from product to platform with the adoption of 3DEXPERIENCE Works. As I mentioned in the opening, in 2020 we wanted to test the limits of our own technology, and we did the grand challenge. It was a great example of the flexibility of the platform and the largest design collaboration in the cloud attempted so far. More than 600 people collaborating from home, more than 11,000 parts. The project was so successful that we wanted to realize a scale version of our space station. The virtual one is about 1 kilometer by 2 kilometers. To actually make the extension, we tapped into the creativity of one of our long-time SolidWorks customers, Dimensional Innovations, a company specialized in experience design and fabrication. At the top of the lockdown, when we couldn't meet face-to-face, we connected them to the platform and we coordinated everything from there. The beautiful extension will be on display in our campus as soon as it is completed. Agility and flexibility are the key benefits to transformation and are also critical during the current circumstances. For many of our customers, the pandemic meant sudden changes in business priorities. This is for sure the situation that DelmiaWorks customers, Bassi, faced back in April last year. The need was for a COVID testing kit with anticipated volume of 10 million units per month. With the help of DelmiaWorks manufacturing software, Bassi was able to convert a warehouse into a Class 8 clean room manufacturing space and start production in only 15 weeks. Amazing. DelmiaWorks is our 3DEXPERIENCE solution for enterprise resource planning and manufacturing execution systems. Key technologies to achieve manufacturing agility and flexibility. The theme of this year's 3DEXPERIENCE World is freedom to create. For us, this means removing all the barriers to imagination and help create the conditions to bring new ideas to market fast. This includes the rapid creation of value network that can provide knowledge, expertise, and fast circulation of ideas. This is especially true for startups, where time to market is the essence and resources are limited. Let's see what the DEXPERIENCE work did for Proteus Motion.
I'm Sam Miller. I'm the founder and CEO of Proteus Motion. 2016, I decided that the time was right to develop a solution that combined a new method of training that was focused on optimizing movement instead of isolating muscles. For us, with a lot of our internal workforce going remote, on top of maintaining a network of third-party industrial design firms and a contract manufacturer, having a platform that allowed for collaboration remotely was super important for us. 3DEXPERIENCE provided a really solid solution to accelerate those R&D efforts. With a business like ours that is really heavily reliant on rapid prototyping, field testing, and an iterative cycle, we've strongly believed that this file sharing system and this platform has increased the velocity of our R&D, which really translates into just business efficiency through and through.
Another reason why 3DEXPERIENCE works helps your innovation process is the availability of advanced solutions that help solve any difficult engineering problems. A good example of this is Solidworks customers Tinico, a small Korea-based company that manufactures innovative medical implants for the treatment of fractures or degenerative spine diseases. Their objectives were: 1, to reduce the development time and the duration of clinical trials with better prediction of the behavior of the implants. 2, to improve collaboration with internal and external stakeholders. The material they use for the implants is an alloy of titanium and nickel that has 2 interesting properties: shape memory and ultra elasticity. Now, precise simulation of medical devices with such properties is extremely complex, and you can imagine it is very difficult and invasive to understand the causes of product problems during clinical trials. Tinico implemented the Simulia structural mechanics engineer role, part of the 3DEXPERIENCE portfolio, due to its demonstrated high accuracy and reliability. Other important factors in the decisions to adopt Simulia was the full integration with Solidworks and the cloud access to the entire set of simulation data, which makes it easy and convenient for sharing the results with researchers and clinicians. Tinico is planning to develop new and more advanced devices because they trust their newly acquired ability to accurately simulate the product behavior and meet their objectives. 2020 was an important year for Solidworks. Our community of innovators has faced an incredible challenge and has risen to the occasion with the generosity and the imagination that we know so well. We are proud to have helped businesses large and small to stay open. We are confident that our strategy is in the right direction and will give you the freedom to create and make a better world. There are two parts of the community that we care about and need more help accessing 3DEXPERIENCE Works. It is my pleasure to make two announcements to help our students and makers. The first announcement is for the students. We know that innovation in all industry depends on our ability to equip the workforce of the future with the right knowledge and know-how. As discussed, the skills in cloud transformations is the top priority for corporations of any size. In May 2021, we will release 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks for students at a price of $60 per year, available via direct online purchase. It includes 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Premium, the world standard for design, and also 3D Creators, 3D Sculpture, 3D Sheet Metal Creator for you to learn the future of design with a complete cloud curriculum. Most importantly, 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks for students includes industry-recognized certifications that will boost your resume and help land your dream job. But we didn't stop at that for our students. We care about your future and your career. This is why we are bringing again at 3DEXPERIENCE World a career fair, and it is our intention to make the platform a hub for job opportunities in all industry sectors. We will also animate a community for students with a wealth of information, learning opportunities, connections with peers and experts. The second announcement is that in the second half of 2021, we will release the offer 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks for makers. The software includes the same 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks Professional, 3D Creator, and 3D Sculpture as the commercial offer, with added access to a global makers community that we will curate with the participation of champion makers, influencers, innovators to inspire and help you with your projects. You will be part of a community that share the same passion for making products and is ready to help accelerate the realization of your dreams with wide collaboration networks. You will find there the expertise, the focus, and the desire to collaborate that you need. All this at the price of $9.99 per month or $99 per year, and available via direct online purchase starting from the second half of this year. Stay tuned. You may be wondering what it means to start a digital journey from product to platform. You will see today and in the next 2 days examples of users like you in different phases of this journey. You will see the amount of investment you continue to make on the SolidWorks you know and love, and how useful and powerful it is to connect it to the cloud for collaboration and additional services from design to manufacturing. You will also see that we are keeping our promise to give you choice. 3D Experience Works is for everybody, whether you want to work on desktop, connected or fully in the cloud. When you are ready to secure more agility, resilience, and flexibility for your business, we will be ready to assist you in every step. Thank you for listening. I hope you will enjoy 3D Experience World 2021.
Thank you, Gian Paolo. It's great to see examples of customers who are using different aspects of 3D Experience Works portfolio to become more innovative. As you know, 3D Experience World can't happen without the help of our sponsors. Here's a word from Dell. Thank you, Dell, for all your years of support. Gian Paolo talked about how we are transitioning from product to platform as SolidWorks and 3D Experience Works provides more capabilities for users. Next, we'll hear from a couple of clients who have expanded their thinking to provide a complete experience to their customers. Let's start with the communications team at IKEA, who is transforming how they deliver assembly instructions with their iconic furniture.
Hello everyone, my name is Taco van der Maan, Development and Operation IT Manager for IKEA Communication. Joining me today in this presentation are also David Andersson, Graphic Communicator for Package and Store Communication, and Anne Mansveld, Package and Store Communication Manager. We will be talking about something that we guess is close to your heart, IKEA assembly instructions. That's right, because who doesn't love the experience of putting together IKEA products? But before we dive into that, let me give you a quick overview of what we do at IKEA Communications. We are responsible for producing the global communication content for IKEA. For example, range images, product pictures, and yes, of course, assembly instructions. We also produce the different brochures and buying guides that you find in the stores and online. A lot of what we do is about creating inspiring and engaging communication, and doing it in really high volumes. We can produce over 30,000 product pictures and over 70 product films per year. These are also the images that you find on IKEA.com when you click on the actual product. Think of all the products we have, the different materials, colors, and so on. The way we can produce so many images is by using 3D with a heavily automated workflow. We produce approximately 3,000 new 3D models every year specifically for communication purposes, and another 3,500 specifically for real-time needs. For instance, to use in IKEA Place AR app that you have hopefully been playing with at home. Okay, let's dive into our topic, assembling IKEA products. What is more important than having the right information and instructions? And this is also number games. We produce over 3,500 assembly instructions per year, and today we will take you behind the scenes of how we actually do it. As well, I share some of the challenges that come with the task. Over to you, David.
Hey, I'm David, Graphic Communicator in the Package and Store Communication team. You probably don't consider the product you buy from IKEA to be complete until it is assembled and ready to use. Also, for you to have a good experience of it, you need to be able to assemble it correctly and as easy as possible. The flak package is a big part of the IKEA idea. It has lower impact on the environment and results in lower costs both for IKEA and for the customer. That is why we need high-quality assembly instructions. Creating an assembly instruction is like telling a story. It should be for the many, and anyone should be able to successfully assemble the IKEA products by themselves. Here are some examples of the principles we always try to follow. It should start with something easy that gives the customer confidence and encourage them to continue the assembly. We also want to get the big pieces together quickly. It gives an idea of what the final result will be and is an instant reward to the customer. It's important to only show actions that are physically possible to perform. and to take one piece at a time, step by step. So how do we do it? It starts with assembling a physical sample or prototype to figure out the best way to communicate the assembly to the customer. Then comes the digital assembly, which you can see me doing here using Solidworks Composer. Importing to Solidworks Composer is fairly easy. I can choose from different configurations in the assembly file, which makes the job smooth if there are different sizes of the product, for instance. Knowing how the assembly should be carried out, I start by disassembling the CAD model, creating the assembly flow backwards. This makes it easy to reuse the views created. The transform tools in Composer help me to create the story I want to create. I need agile tools that quickly help me to redo views and create parallel stories, since this is a creative process. To produce a final document, I then save all views as vector files, which will be used in other softwares later in the process. The reasons for using vectors are many. First of all, I have to add other graphical elements in the final document, such as hand-drawn illustrations of people assembling, as well as our familiar assembly figure. File size is another key reason. We need to be able to scale illustrations for different formats, and since we produce documents in high volumes that may be printed with different conditions, it's important to always maintain image quality. But there is more. Creating a new product at IKEA is an iterative process with changes along the way. Also, IKEA constantly improves its products with new solutions that may affect the assembly instruction. So a big part of the work we do is updating existing assembly instructions. Therefore, we need to be able to refresh the Composer file with new input data without losing the work already done. So what are our key challenges? Quality of vector. It needs to be really high to reduce post-production as much as possible. Leaving data. Source files are rarely final or complete. The tools needs to be agile. Future media. While having printed assembly instructions in the box is a legal requirement in a lot of markets, the world is changing and our behaviors when it comes to how we consume communications are also changing. From our end, we need to be ready. How will this impact the work that we do with assembly instructions? What happens when new technology becomes available for the many? Will this mean that everyone will use AR or even VR? All we know is that we need to go digital in some way and that we need the right tools to support us in this. And now I'm handing over to Anna.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna Mansfeldt and I'm the Package and Store Communication Manager at IKEA Communications. I have a lot of responsibilities within IKEA, but one of my most important assignments is the IKEA assembly instructions. And 3D models are a very important aspect of the whole product development chain, up to the production of the communication that reaches all the way to our end consumer. And the assembly instruction team is actually the first one to interact with the 3D model as part of the communication production. So therefore we ask ourselves, what if we could enrich the data to simplify the 3D productions downstreams? And what if we could make assembly instructions sustainable, caring for people and planet? And what if we could reach out to more of the many people? What if we could create mobile content and interactive assembly instructions? Today we create about 3,500 assembly instructions per year, and all of them comes in different languages, 38 to be exact. So let's not forget that we are creating volume-based communication here. And we need to keep that in mind, regardless of where our future vision will take us, if we're going digital, interactive, or even personalized assembly instruction. So I would like you to take a look at these three pictures that you have in front of you. And just imagine, as an example, that you are being able to create personalized assembly instruction based upon the product that you just bought, and only for those. That would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? But of course, today we do not know consumers of tomorrow and who they will be. But all we do know is that we want to ease the assembly instruction process, and we want to make it fun. And we want to make it exciting. In order for us to go on this journey, we need to have partners to work with us. And so that's why I'm asking, who wants to join us in taking assembly instruction to the next level? I would, on behalf of IKEA Communication, say a big thank you to all of you that has taken your time listening to our story and hearing our vision. Thank you.
Thank you, IKEA. Our next presenter is developing a platform of machine learning robots for safer mining, manufacturing, and construction on Earth, and eventually the Moon and Mars. Please welcome co-founder and CEO of Offworld, Jim Caravalla.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Caravalla, CEO of Offworld, and I'm very happy to be here and at 3DEXPERIENCE World here in 2021, and looking forward to sharing with you a little bit about Offworld's machine intelligent industrial robotic workforce. So we're very keen, as you can tell from the name of the company, to go off-world with our robots and systems. And we're building a robotic platform of multiple species to undertake the hardest jobs, both here on Earth, terrestrially, in space, on the Moon, around asteroids, and ultimately to Mars and beyond. This is really a new step forward for humanity to have a collaborative workforce that can go forward as we expand out into the new frontiers. And we're going to do that by building a platform where millions of these robots will be operating collaboratively to undertake many, many tasks across the entire spectrum of industrial processes, such as mining, construction, infrastructure repair, logistics, manufacturing, and fabrication. And the advantage of that is that this provides us with the opportunity to mass produce these robotic systems, which are built on a modular architecture, which brings production costs down, which really allows us to expand and optimize and improve these systems. So we're building our robotic hardware full stack platform, much like we would develop a software system. And that enables us to lower the cost, go out into space with these robots, and really bring to bear the opportunity that we have to undertake such complex tasks without people present in situ, such as paving, excavation, mining, setting up extraction plants for water from the lunar polar ice for the manufacture of oxygen and hydrogen for propellants, and any number of other assembly and fabrication tasks that we might have in space that we don't want to undertake with people because of the cost and the challenges inherent in that. And the challenge with undertaking this is that we can't just export the technologies that we have on Earth. We have to reinvent how we think about these challenges and create new solutions that are genuinely robust, usefully autonomous, and viably economical going forward. And we found a sweet spot at Offworld of a robotic platform that we can actually bring forward and offer into the terrestrial mining, construction, and other sectors, so that we're just treating Earth as another celestial body, but it happens to be the one with the lowest launch cost from our perspective. And so we're building what we're doing on decades of robotic experience across the entire technology spectrum, which allows us to set up this platform built on a universal architecture, where we can build many species that can undertake all of these terrestrial tasks. And the delta to engineer them and build that engineering for future operations in space is very limited. We can really expand this out into extreme environment operations in space, on planetary bodies, and even undersea and on the seabed for cleanup and mitigation with a great deal of ease. And our job, first task is here on Earth, is to take these miners out of harm's way, working in these dangerous conditions, replace them at the front line in the mining process with these robots that can undertake these operations 24/7, and have those operators do much more satisfying and safe jobs like operations, curation, maintenance, repair, and development. And we've been using Solidworks to build our robotic systems. And this has allowed us a great deal of advantage in terms of course, articulation and design of these systems, stakeholder communication, as well as internal team communication. And as we expand out to start using the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, bringing all of this together as we go into manufacturing and expanded processes and simulation, this has been a real help to accelerate what we're doing so that we can get our robots out into the field and start to develop more of the test software that you can see here we're operating, and further build that full stack into teleoperations, imitation learning, robot-to-robot collaboration, and then even the advanced machine intelligence that we're developing. It allows our robots to literally decide what to do with each task and to operate those tasks autonomously without any human intervention. And the real advantage of that is that those machine learning capabilities that we have are transferable to any task, robotic task that you can imagine. And we've developed techniques here at Offworld in our deep learning teams that allow us to really optimize that learning and improve those tasks and deployment, which allows us to economically deploy thousands of robots in extreme environments, in whatever location, with whatever latency, under any gravity field, with atmosphere or not, under any thermal conditions. And so that hopefully this decade, we'll be able to deploy our robots out onto the moon and help push humanity's frontier forward. So with that, thank you for your attention and wish you a great event. Thank you.
One of the highlights of past World's event are the What's New demo skits. We couldn't leave that off our agenda. So tune in each day for Don't Miss This Demo. Our technical experts and some other familiar faces will entertain you with a preview of what's to come in the 3DEXPERIENCE Works portfolio, both cloud and desktop. Tailored for a 100% virtual audience, we think we've prepared a story that will hit pretty close to home. Like the name says, don't miss this demo following this session. Be sure to head back to My Dashboard, where you can browse your agenda, access your technical sessions, view your appointments, and session surveys. And remember, the more you explore, the more points you can earn. Have a good day, and I'll see you this afternoon for the highlights of the day.
All right, everyone. As part of his internship, Kevin has been tasked with finding new technologies. He's put together an exciting demo to show us, so let's give him our attention.
New technology? Like FaceTube or Insta whatever? I can't wait.
Hi everyone, this is 3DEXPERIENCE SolidWorks. It's a SolidWorks we all know and love, but connected to the cloud, which will make it easier for us to manage and collaborate on our designs. So hold tight. You're about to see the newest, most connected CAD system on the planet. Even starting a sketch. It's really simple to start.
Hey, Kevin. Nothing's happening on the screen.
I think my mouse is out of batteries. Does anyone have an extra mouse I could borrow?
Nope. I use a trackball. Hey, I thought we gave the intern that fancy new laptop with the touchscreen.
Great start, kid. Okay. No problem. Gotta be prepared, right? As I was saying, this is new, but it's still SolidWorks. Let me show you some sketching. After creating a rectangle, I can add a dimension, and I don't even have to use the dimension tool. And check it out, fully define every time. Am I right, guys? And now I'll extrude it using the right-click menu. I can shortcut to selecting a midplane.
You know you could just hit M for midplane, right?
Sheesh. Good tip, thanks. Now, I'll use the hole wizard to make some holes. Hey, I just learned this. If you box select these points, the in-context toolbar gives the option to horizontally align them. Okay, the part's done, so I'll add some properties and then save. But I'm not just saving a file, I'm syncing to the cloud that any of us can access from anywhere.
We do that already with our server, Kevin. And why would any of us ever need to access parts from anywhere but this office, Kevin?
Okay, this is really cool, guys. When I want to make a drawing...
Yeah, really cool, Kevin.
All right, well, moving on. Let's say there's an old part you guys made that I upload to our collaborative space, and it's got features that I'd want to use on this part. I don't know the name of the part, but the description has something to do with lower bracket. By searching the platform, I can easily find it. Now that's cool, but watch this. If I split my windows, all I gotta do is select the features I want and drag them onto the new part. Booyah, baby! Let me show you guys something else real quick. There's this app called Xshape that's included in our premium license. And now we can make all those swoopy parts in a web browser. Check out how quick I can sculpt this motorcycle gas tank and bring it into Solidworks and use surface flatten. I want to make sure these knee pads won't stretch when they're applied.
Hey, do we make motorcycles now?
All right, I'll come back to those web apps later. Where was I? Whoops, dang it, wrong window. Okay, back to the bracket. So we can take this and just drag it into the assembly. And if we click this edge and hold the Alt key, it turns on SmartMates and snaps right into place. So we have that shared component library that everyone's supposed to be using, right? We can store that on the platform too. I'll search for a shoulder M6 screw that's 25 millimeters long. I'll use SmartMates again to put the screw into place. So now the parts are designed and assembled, let's make a quick exploded view. And a quick drawing out of this thing is super easy. We can even add a bill of materials and then save it and upload to the cloud.
But can it make drawings?
Yeah, I literally just said that. Remember, it's SolidWorks. It does drawings and a whole lot more. Oh, and installations and upgrades are automatic, so it's always on the latest version.
What about my customizations? I like my toolbars. Does it even have templates?
Yeah, it's SolidWorks.
But all the data is stored in the cloud. Is that right?
Yes, it's SolidWorks connected to the cloud.
Well, the software looks good, but Kevin, you can't design your way out of a box.
I mean, it's just a demo.
And we don't even make any products that look like that.
Buzz, relax.
Your models, they're such a disease.
I know, it's just a demo. I didn't...
Enough, guys. Let's be professional. Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay. Best of all, I talked to a reseller and it turns out we already have 3DEXPERIENCE platform licenses we could start using right away.
Nice presentation, Kevin. Will this do revision control?
You better hope so, because you'll have to revise everything he designs.
You guys are so frustrating. I wish you would just disappear. I'm going to the shop.
Good. The adults need to get back to work.
Guys, ease up on Kevin. He's doing his best. He does have some good ideas. I mean, connecting SolidWorks to the cloud, we need to look at that.
Hey, in my day, the senior engineers used to smack me with my own slide rule.
If I messed up on drawing, my boss would make me eat the paper.
Okay, well, it's different now. Just try to give him a break. This is Brenda. I see. Okay, I'll inform my teams. Guys, that was corporate. There's a public health emergency, and they're ordering all employees to work from home effective immediately. We can get familiar with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform that Kevin just showed us. It'll be a good way for us to share data and stay connected.
But I just have one question. Is that really your ringtone?
Yes, Frank. We don't all listen to Katy Perry. Now, I don't know how long this order will last, so get your things, pack up your laptops, let's all go home. I'll see you online.
Have a good evening. Don't worry, it'll all be here when you get back. I promise.
Stupid team. They're not even gonna get to see this. I'll show you good design skills, Frank. Let me print this.
We don't do drawings in crayon here.
You call that a fillet?
Why don't you just go 3D print yourself a pacifier?
You're what the French call... You know what they call you. Call you.
Frank? Buzz? Brenda? Did I make my team disappear? I made my team disappear! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Uh-huh! Yeah! Say CEO! Boom! That's how you do it. Buzz, your drawings. Woof. Salad shooter. I'm gonna save this for later.
This is what I'm talking about, Marv. All the companies have sent their workers home.
That's nice of them. Must be a long weekend.
Dummy, there's nobody here. We'll steal them blind.
You know, I bet this place is loaded with high-tech stuff.
I bet they have plans, schematics, drawings, just waiting for us to steal.
What the?
Harry, we'll be rich.
Wait a minute. The building's not empty yet.
That's okay. Let's go back to the van. We'll hack our way in, and we'll steal their CAD designs. I hear they use Solidworks.
Solid what?
Cat bandits. Well, here's a little surprise for you. I'm putting everything on the cloud myself. With the Save to 3D Experience, I'm gonna select all the folders with our SolidWorks files. I'll map each design project to dedicated collaborative spaces, and because I don't want to go through all Buzz's stuff, I'll automatically grab file references from outside these folders. There's even an algorithm to do geometry comparisons so I don't upload duplicates. This makes it super easy to get all our projects loaded securely to the platform and away from those nasty cat bandits.
Time to mouse up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get in.
We're in.
I don't see any files in here.
Look, there's something in this folder. Hang on.
Hey dummies, you're too late. All the data's already stored in the cloud. Hey dummies, you're too late. All the data's already stored in the cloud. Hey dummies, you're too late.
I'll show you who's the dummy.
Whoa, slow down. You give us away.
The intern. He beat us to it. The drives are empty. The files are all in the cloud. The cloud? Not that cloud.
Never mind. Listen, I don't care about this cloud. We're coming back tomorrow night. The kid will go home, the building will be empty, we'll take everything.
That's why you're the brains.